to describe these. Okay,
Yes,
here's
please.
yeah. This is good. This is again the future blooms. This is what we're into right now with the painted doors and windows. You can go on to the next slide. Huge difference with the doors and windows painted. The different colors. They're bright. They're cheery. You can see depth in them. They almost look photoshopped. I asked that of the artist. Here's
Go ahead, please.
Actually, this is where I was a little girl, grew up in this area. Now it's all abandoned. So the next slide. Huge difference. That's a scary street to go down sometimes. Yeah. A lot of things going on back there that we, you know, don't
aren't
like.
suitable for a general audience.
Yeah. Here's some of my people at work.
Okay, we're going to have before and after pictures of them as well?
Yeah, let's see. What do they look like? Well, they're pretty messy. Now here we go with our vacant lot. This is what it looks like right now.
There was a building
obviously,
there. Obviously there was a structure there.
There was a structure there at one point.
So,
now it's gone.
If we can hold that slide for a minute, why is the building no longer there?
Because the building owner let it just go to ruin.
So it just collapsed?
It'll collapse. Well, before
who
it collapses,
paid the cost of taking it down?
Well, it depends, probably the city.
Huh.
And so it liens on that property right now.
Right. Next slide, please.
This is our idea. Our concept is a simple fence.
That same place?
Well, it hasn't been done yet. That's photoshopped.
Oh, I see. But this is what you hope it would look like.
This is what we want it to
look like.
Right. This is the program. If the lot is going to be vacant for more than 5 years, we'll put a tree there. If not, you know, so there's a lot to do with this program.
All right.
Again, the ownership is going to become a problem for us, but we're going to work through that.
Where are we now, please?
We're getting over the Rhine. These are before, and then this is our concept.
Again, this is not, in fact, this is a modified,
concept,
this is
right.
an altered photograph.
Altered. So we're looking at a way to really kind of brand it again with the fence. I think these are our last two.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, these are our last photos. This is our concept. This is what we presented to the city. This is where we want to go with our program.
In addition to the photoshopped pictures, which you've explained why you've presented them in that manner,
right.
Are there any, could we send people down there and do before and after photographs which would actually show a completion of what you have in mind here with these pictures?
We haven't started it yet. Our vacant lot isn't started yet. We'll be starting the vacant lot.
I thought that you were planting gardens in some of these lots the last time you were here.
Well, we have a butterfly garden down at Finley Market, the south parking lot. We've planted butterfly gardens, but again, they're costly. They have high maintenance and they're very costly to do. This whole concept is a little different. We're cleaning and greening only. So we're cleaning and greening these lots. We're not doing anything fancy with them because it costs so much money and there's a lot of maintenance involved. Here we'll go and cut the grass 14 times a year, and we'll have the tree planted, we'll have the fence up, you know, so that you have, you know, the perimeter, that this is our property. We don't want people cutting through and all that, you know, good kind of stuff, or what they call try to prevent crime from, you know, going into the area. It's crime prevention through environmental design. That's the concept.
Now, let me ask this question. We have a minute and a half in this segment.
Okay.
Is there, given all this money that's being spent by the Obama administration, our money, your money, the taxpayers' money, is there any, couldn't there be a massive or relatively large urban grant to pull this off? I mean, look, you pointed out last week, and I pointed it out through reading your white paper, that in 1950 there were 550,000 people in the city. Now there are only 333,000 people.
Right.
So the city's not growing.
No,
it's
shrinking.
It's shrinking. All right? And you pointed out what you're trying to do, and it's admirable, and I'm sure it will work. But couldn't you apply to HUD or someone for $10 million or $15 million?
Well, I think that's a good start for the city, and we should, if this program, we'll pilot it for a year, and actually we are looking for community development block grant money from HUD right now to what we really had said is that we want to pilot it for 3 years.
Demonstrate that it will work.
Yes, and we, with all these different methods of trying to make sure that we're being accountable and show some do an evaluation of that property from the blight index that we have developed, the crime statistics, and then really trying to look at property values. But I think that's more long-term. That's something we're going to need to do on a long-term basis. But I think that what we would like to do is get an infusion, and I've asked for $1 million over 3 years to try to see it work.
Okay. Linda, we have to take a break. Folks, stay with us. We'll be right back.
The views expressed on Make Peace with Nature are those of the participants and not necessarily those of this station or the program's underwriters.
As with last week, we have a distinguished group of young people in the studio. We have an audience for the first time, and Linda has agreed to submit herself to their inquiring minds. And first, I would like to call upon Steve Feller of the Isaac Walton League, Cincinnati, Ohio chapter, who will explain a bit about who these young people are and what he hopes they will be able to do, and then we'll call on one of them to ask a question or two. So Steve, please.
Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Dave. Proud to be here with a group of Green Explorers. This is the first group. Cincinnati has lots of firsts, and hopefully a lot more things to come across the nation. For young adults looking for careers in environmental and conservation fields, the Boy Scouts of America has a group of explorers for females and males to explore different careers in conservation and environmental. This is a forum with the Isaac Walton League as well, and we have folks here today to learn more about Keep Cincinnati Beautiful.
Okay, thank you. Steve, will you introduce the young lady who's going to ask the next question?
Well, Jamie's from Macaulay High School, and we have a lot of different folks and explorers from many different high schools, and she has a question.
Okay. Jamie, when you're ready, we are.
My question is, how would you encourage young people to get involved in Keep Cincinnati Beautiful?
Great question. We're always looking for young people to be involved with us. We're socially networked. We have a great web page, and we have a Facebook. You can become our fan. So we'd love for you to go on to our Facebook site, and you guys know the young people know how to do that better than I, and sign up to become a fan of Keep Cincinnati Beautiful. And then we do Twitter out there, and I think we have a couple other. We have a newsletter that goes out, so you can sign up for that. But we are in the schools, and that's where I think we really do have our best contact with young people. We're real involved with UC and their student engagement groups, and we work with them. We're able to get them involved in Recycle Mania, which is a program through Keep America Beautiful, trying to collect as many plastic bottles as possible on campuses. And so there's many colleges involved in that, and that's a great way for us to get kids to come and help us at our different events. At the Great American Cleanup and Make a Difference Day, we have students from all the elementary schools. We have 25 elementary schools involved with us for the Great American Cleanup. We have high schools, and of course UC and Xavier. So we do reach out on a constant level, but we would love to have more young people work with us. We have intern opportunities in the office, and again, getting involved in our different cleanup events. One other way, and this is for more of young professionals, there's a young professional group called Give Back Cincinnati, and they're very involved with us as well. So we do try to reach out to young people to get involved. I think one of the things that we fail to do, and I would like to see us try, is to get young people on our board of directors. I think that way they have a more, I guess, a decision-making voice for us. So we meet during the day, during lunch, downtown, which makes it tough for young people to get involved. But that's the one area I kind of like to work on more.
Well, thank you very much. And thanks for your answer. And
Yeah.
how would you judge the quality of her questions?
Well, obviously it was great. We really do miss the boat when we don't involve young
Yes.
people in our decision making.
Oh, the two of us aren't going to be around a hell of a lot longer.
I know it.
Right.
Got to get them
There were
brought
even
up.
rumors circulating around the station 2 weeks ago that I may have passed away.
Oh,
Now you can see for yourself that I'm alive and well, thank God, and able to continue for
Right.
a while. Yes, indeed.